Yes. I was reading this document from the United States Treasury called Intelligence. Yes. This was about a guy named Al Capone, and it seemed like he was the head of organized crime. Al Capone, public enemy number one, vicious crime organized revealed. Yes. International reputation from 1924 to 1930 because of organized lawlessness. Oh. And I realize organized crime has a certain place in society, but what happens when organized crime gets in the back pockets of judges and sheriffs and police chiefs, and they kind of use what's known as coercive influence. Yes, we don't talk about certain things, do we? Oh, now I paid you to do this, and in this family in Clallam County, whenever I pay for anything, you do what I say because you can buy anything you want in Clallam County. Poach 'em. Now, the Treasury Department at that time made a statement that the court would have been blind indeed if it had not observed the intimidation practiced on the witnesses almost under the eyes of the court. The eyes of the court. Hooch. You know, there's more than just technologists that are interested in these technologies. But what happened was I was trying to relax and on the inflatable mattress last night and wasn't breathing very well. Had to go into the garage and cough because I got to be very aware of the neighbors. I don't want to upset them. Coach, I don't want to be sleeping on the street. But there's this concept of what does the court's eyes actually see. And when you are in the family and the family has a payroll, yes, might be the monster clan. It could be that little leprechaun that likes to deal in drugs. That they would say, well, I bought this county and I've always been the senior in the county, and as the senior, when I come the money, you fucking do what I say, or what we'll do is we'll sew the electric grid into you and we'll give you so much pain that if you don't do what I say. Now, I know you're sitting there as a judge, Judge Kogenhauer. You might have a little gambling problem, or you might need to come to find out you might drink too much. I don't know what you do, but this whole idea of the family controlling the judicial system. Now, Al Capone back in the 30s, yes, I was reading that short summary of exactly what the court case was like. Yes. He had his henchmen sitting behind him with a loaded 38 caliber and multiple cartridges in his. Oh. See, they used to have to use guns back then. They didn't have technology available where you could fuck yourself into somebody, and if they didn't do what they said they'd do because you paid them, you'd teach them a lesson. You'd give them so much pain. Yesterday, I was thinking about a woman that goes to church. She's married. And I thought, well, I'd like to give her my penis, and maybe she'd give me her vagina. Well, the next thing I know, I had this atrocious pain in my right foot. Yes, pain that wasn't mine, as if somebody decided they were going to tap their knee and teach me a lesson that I'm not going to be fucking the wives of those in churches. You know, as one of the larger dicked men that thinks about women and their come to find out husband that are on the paper. You give me pain, and I'm thinking organized crime has to be playing a part in the innovations of technology. Now, last night when I was looking at the Supreme Court precedent-setting cases, I was listening to Irish music. Pooh! You know, the Irish. Ouch! The Irish! Well, in Clallam County, it seemed that anybody could buy any technology they wanted as long as they bribed the right person to. Oh, well, come to find out, Judge. Let's say that I was Al Capone and I decided that I'm going to play organized crime today, and somebody in Chicago or New York or LA or one of these big cities where they run shit. Yes, you know, the big families. They happen to smooze with some elected public officials. Exactly who's in your back pocket today. Because when you torture me, I get really fucking mean. Do you understand right now?